Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Shushloxon. Hi, Masi, Madam Chair, Wall, Vice Chair Zarnowitz, Director Melcher, and Commissioners. Good afternoon. My name is Michael Cherry, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you today. I'm a proud Grand Ronde tribal member, an elected tribal council member, and I was born and raised in Grand Ronde. My father was Lakota Sioux. My mom is a full-blooded native descendant from the Rogue River and Umpqua bands of Indians and a proud member of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde, and she served on the first post-restoration tribal council. I was raised to hunt and fish on our reservation. It was not only a way of life for us, but we would have starved living on the reservation without the ability to hunt and fish. And even so, we were taught to never take more than what we needed. We were poor, but not lacking in love, including the support of community. One year in particular that stands out to me was at Christmas time. That was before restoration in 1983. Not a lot of people can say that. We lived right next to the cemetery, a little house right next to the cemetery, and that was the only small parcel of land that we owned at the time, less than 3 acres. My sisters and I had no gifts under the tree that year, 0 gifts. The local church brought us gifts, but because my name was Michael, they thought I was a boy, and they gave me a fishing pole. That fishing pole became a lifeline for me and a close friend of mine. My father taught me how to fish. Whew. It was the best gift that I ever received. And I believe it was no accident. That was no accident. No coincidences, right? I now have 4 tribal children and 4 grandchildren who love to hunt and fish as well. That is their inherent right. As you know, Grand Ronde has been working for years to have its hunting and fishing rights restored after being forced into a consent decree with the state to get our reservation land. My dear mom served on tribal council at that time alongside our current chairwoman who sits here today. And I still recall those feelings at the time, even as a young child. I couldn't tell if it was good news or not. You don't remember things people say, you remember feelings. And I remember the feeling that I wasn't sure that we were celebrating. We were getting some land back, but we weren't celebrating, and that's because it was a no-win situation. We needed our land base, and the only path forward at that time was to sign that consent decree. But we're not only a resilient people, we're also a spiritual people. I'm a spiritual person, and we're a praying people. We believed then, and we believe now, that today will be a step in the right direction. We have the same prayers of our ancestors and all those years ago, and I believe that you'll do the right thing today for the Grand Ronde people and recognize that you can be a part of this healing journey with us. Please do that. As it has been said many times, this state tribal agreement with the Grand Ronde tribe does not affect or change any treaty rights of any other tribe. And I hope that you hear that loud and clear today. I'm humbly asking you to consider the staff recommendation by approving this MOA today. Haimasi.
Thank you. Thank you for your testimony and for having an interruption as well. So thank you.